Now, business leaders and public sector dignitaries from the local and international hospitality industry meeting in Durban for the 7th Annual Hotel Investment Conference for Africa. And Alicia Seckham spoke with Carla De Silva, who's Regional Manager for Air Mauritius. Let's have a look.
Price is the biggest issue. And I think it is really about developing a value proposition that offers value to the consumer. And again, looking at the segments and the markets that we serve. So from a tourism perspective, it's really what does the consumer want? And we all know that the cost of an airline ticket, with the taxes, with accommodation, it all escalates. So what can we do as the value chain to come up with a cost-effective value proposition where we all still gain, but ultimately we're encouraging the consumer to come to our region.
And in fact, we've had Mauritius come up with a plan that actually streamlines, gets everyone collaborating and aligned. So take us through that, because it's been labelled the Travel Smart program.
Correct. The Travel Smart program started in South Africa 2 years ago, and we've taken it from literally 18,000 coupons, as we called it, to today 286,000 coupons. So what we did is we had a major challenge with seasonality. So low season, you find people don't want to travel, but of course high season and shoulder period, there was a huge demand. So we sat down with government, with the airports, with the hoteliers, tour operators and the airlines collectively as one body, and we said, what can we all do as individual organizations to ultimately put a value proposition together that encourages more tourists to come into this country? And that is what we did. So we had subsidies from government for a period of time until we were sustainable. From an airline point of view, we said we're going to have the right rate, and we're going to look at what it is that attracts people to this region. So it was more about kids fly free under the age of 12, and they stay free on the island. They have a subsidy from the government, and that became, when you travel smartly, travel low season when it's cooler and quiet in Mauritius, yet it's beautiful all year round.
Just how tough are those negotiations though between the various stakeholders, and how difficult is it to get buy-in?
Absolutely, very, very tough, very challenging, and it's about ongoing communication, and also it's about relationships and open communication. And I think it is really about transparency and coming to the party. So if we have one stakeholder who is not coming to the party, it's about really understanding the return on investment and say, this is what we're missing out on. Let's do it. Let's get together.
Mm-hmm. You've got this plan going now. Just what kind of impact has it had on Mauritius's tourism market as a whole? Because then that would provide some incentive for others to jump on this bandwagon.
Well, I can share with you that we've taken the organisation from 140 million in South Africa to 263 million today in South Africa and Southern Africa. So that shows you how successful the program has been, because collectively we're stronger if we work together. And in return, we've encouraged Mauritians and even other points where they fly via Mauritius to come to South Africa, such as India and China, to have a different value proposition. So we've actually encouraged Mauritians to say proximity to South Africa is close, and we've done a value proposition for students, for example, for the medical sector where they come and shop, and even MICE, which is a very big driver in regional countries, which is incentive and government travel.